Hi, welcome to TJ Talks Random, Day 8. So I'll be reading out the tasks and how I have been able to do it, building up self-discipline. Day 8 and TJ just breaks the rules and is not what he wants to be. He breaks a lot of rules. Woke up at 6 a.m., kept that alive, but the morning session was not at all right, and did my own work. The discipline of reading from 10:30 to 11:30 was ruined by my own thoughts or timing. I couldn't manage my time properly today. I let my emotions drive me into doing things that I should have prioritized first and then should have gone into. I do understand what are the wrong things that I go into, but also don't work on it. Not work on it, but need to firmly work on it. Need to be strict about it. Need to take some strict actions against it. So day 8 in terms of task, it was not that good, not good enough, not at all good enough. I need to be more strict. Actually you can do a lot of things in a day, but all you need to do is first thing manage it properly. And another thing is that is to be obedient to what you have tasked in the first thing, that to manage the time, and mainly among these is to just be focused on doing it. I mean, even though you do a time management to do that certain work, but what if you don't control your mind from swinging from that thought to another thought? Then the whole time management thing becomes a waste in total terms, to be speaking. So in that case, we have to be saying as a conclusion that it's very important that you keep your brain in control of thinking that and this, and you can achieve it. It's a long process. All you have to do is you have to do it every day. You have to just keep on practicing, not just to 1 year or 2 years. It's a long process. You have to be sticking to it. And I was thinking about what is doing wrong in true sense. When would I call something to be wrong? And what I came up with is that a definition which I don't know how true it stands to what we want to be defining it to be as. So what I came up with is that a thing or anything that becomes too bad becomes so-called bad when you do the thing to a level where it exceeds that bar of calling itself to be bad. So, but how would you define doing something too much? Doing something too much in a world which is made up of infinite. I mean, it's ever growing, right? So, but to achieve that abundance, maybe it could be too much of money is too bad, but that's not the truth. Too much of money doesn't make you bad. It's too much of ego makes you bad. Interesting. But how would you define too much in a world which is made up of infinite? Maybe we lack the willpower to attract the abundance in our life. See, if I wish to have around maybe more than 400, or maybe if I wish to have 1 trillion, what's wrong with that? Is it too much of money? Maybe there could be more money than that. So in a world that's infinite, that 1 trillion is nothing. So am I not allowed to think beyond that? I'm taking the example of money as just a generalization. Maybe we can also go for happiness too. You cannot just be doing happiness all throughout your life. You cannot just be doing it all the day. You cannot do it. You cannot be doing it for too long, right? I mean, exceeding that bar. But why not do it too? See, the first thing is that you need something, but you don't need it too, because that need comes since you need the approval of the society or approval of the people that are along with you. So what if they are not there? Then you're free, right? Free to do what you are. But they are the part of yourself, right? You cannot just get rid of them. And you cannot think of this situation without you cannot just think of this situation as a mechanical thinking. You have to put some heart and mind into it. So the willpower to attract the abundance in our life, we might be lacking that. We might be limiting ourselves from wanting. But why not want for more? Why not? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting more in the world that is infinite, that's abundance? You see, Thanos comes and says that world is finite, but in what terms is he talking about? I just don't get it. You just snap half of the world and 2 years later you still have the same amount of population. It's so dumb if you really think about that motto in just doing so much of work, hard works. Let's put that outside. So I feel that there seems to be a chaotic relationship between the abundance in a scale of, even we can talk about in a scale of macro scale and universal scale. I mean when I'm talking about universal scale, it's about the whole universe. For example, when the world is, for example, I could talk about the universe itself. It's expanding, right? And it's a beautiful process. It's expanding. It's a beautiful process, but more the universe continues to expand. After many years later, even molecules gets affected by it. Even they start expanding. It's like the molecules, the force of attraction will be so much that it even pulls out these electrons out of those atoms. So and just imagine how would the tendency of staying at the equilibrium of the nature would react to it, right? I mean, there would just be chaos here and there. If it tries to pull the electron out of those atoms, that would be crazy. This world is ever expanding. I'm talking about the situation which happens a lot of years later. This is a scientific thing, and I just got to know about it from a scientist that is kind of famous. And I guess, okay, that's too much of thinking for today. But everything about it is very chaotic, but also it's beautiful in its own ways. So hey, this is TJ Talks Random. So please do subscribe, like, and share this video with whomever you feel needs to look into all these things. TJ will be signing off.